Earlier in the night, we had
joined the Dark Order
versus
and
the
Hangman.
Blackpool Combat Club, which, for the love of God, it was driving me crazy that the commentary team kept saying it that Hangman enlisted Evil Uno and Sue Grayson to continue his fight against Hangman or Moxley. That's not the story.
Yeah, the story is that he is getting dragged back into this.
Literally made
this
a
thing
promo that he
that
said he's
Dark Order is
done.
already involved in.
Like, he told them he is done and still being dragged into it. You made a point of it, and then your commentary repeatedly gets it wrong.
Yeah, and I mean, Moxley just pretty much decided for him that he wasn't done anymore. It's like, yeah, so we're not done still.
Apparently, and then Mox is getting, I don't want to say more aggressive because he's always been really aggressive. He's just getting a lot more loose with the rules lately. So, joining right in with Claudio and Yuta and being douchebags.
Yeah, BCC works so good as a heel group.
It makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, like them as baby faces. I understand that they were baby faces just because because of how over everyone in the group was. But now that things have kind of died down, heel so much better for them.
So you want to know what's funny about that to me? Mox makes sense as the heel.
Mm-hmm.
Yuta being an annoying little shit,
yeah,
makes sense as a heel.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Claudio is still boring as shit so far.
I don't know. I like Claudio's when he does his more nonchalant, like, yeah, whatever.
I mean, it makes more sense for him, and I think it gives his in-ring stuff a little bit more personality, but like him as a person,
yeah.
like, and you cut a promo now.
Look, he's just got to stand there and get him a pair of sunglasses or something, and he'll just stand there and just do something with his sunglasses.
That would be
Mox
very
and Yuta
BCC.
talk the most. Well, yeah, let Mox and Yuta talk. Oh yeah, that's not BCC. That would be fuck it. Let's go back in time and have him lose to Jericho and be a member of the JAS.
Wearing a matching purple hat.
Yeah, him and Hager wearing those hats together. That'll be great.
So, during the course of this match, which, by the way, during the entrances, they came back from commercial. You had Hangman. Then you had the Dark Order music where they gave Evil Uno his intro. Long pause. Stu Grayson.
Ooh. Stew.
He got some love. Did not compare to Jericho and Kenny, obviously, but he got some love.
Of course not. But yeah, he definitely got some of the better reaction out of the crowd tonight as well. He pretty much hadn't been on AEW since I've been watching, or he probably, I don't know, since Dark Order was mostly on Dark. He might have been in Dark matches that I hadn't seen or something. But I'm like, I hadn't seen him really, except for maybe once or twice.
Yeah, I can't remember when his contract was up. I'm trying to remember if he made an appearance in Toronto as well. Yeah, I think he just popped up in like a backstage segment with the Dark Order or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, just to get the crowd hyped because they got the Canadian guy.
So they really, and it's weird because Stu's no longer with the company. They really tried to show off the Dark Order. Like, they're really trying to make them matter enough.
Yeah. So I think what it is that they need another group to be somewhat legitimate for the trios division, since they pretty much threw the tag team division out the window already. So,
Right. Um,
Got to work on the trios.
and now there's three of them, and obviously, let's say you try to make Silver and Reynolds a legitimate tag team. Well, what are you gonna do with Evil Uno? He's not winning any of your titles, so might as well
Hey,
just have them all together.
he can show them support with the okay.
I mean, they kept giving them their close calls, and I'm not talking about on the back at Hangman though, but letting Uno and Grayson really show off that hey, we can hang. They ain't gonna win, but they can hang.
Hang. Yeah, and hang man.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But Claudio ends up hitting, his little pop up uppercut, and then Mox chokes out Grayson for the win. Then they continue attack until Silver and Reynolds come out way too long of time later.
They took so long. I was like, this makes zero sense because the Dark Order have a serious numbers advantage against the BCC. And Silver and Reynolds just take their sweet ass time coming out of the back. I don't know where they were. Like, you guys didn't expect this to be happening. Come on now.
Right,
Like every time you've come across the BCC, there's been some shit lately.
they're all the way back in the locker room. When in reality, if you have a teammate or somebody like in a match, wouldn't you think you're sitting like right by
usually
Gorilla?
Dark Order people all come out together, so they can all.
There's only three of them now. Well, tonight there was four again, but
Hey, let's say there was at least four. Okay, tonight. But yeah, they just I don't. Yeah, they took way too long to come out there and save him.
So, question for you in case I missed something. Besides after the or like at the end of the main event, did they reference them brawling backstage at all again, like in between?
No.
All right. So
It just I remember no, no, I don't think so. Because I'm trying to think. I felt like Shivani said something about something happening backstage, but that might have been right before they cut to.
okay.
Oh, hey, this is what's happening backstage.
Um,
I'm not sure.
it, yeah, they was the fighting backstage. Was that still during the main event before the finish?
Yeah,
Okay, thought so because it was right after the finish. You see them roll out onto the stage, right?
yeah, yeah. That was just like it finally came together because during the main event, these groups are brawling out Dark Order and BCC, and we're like, so what does this have to do with the Elite, JAS, and the House of Black?
So it
And
is
I'm like,
notable.
maybe it's trying to like legitimize trios here. That was my only thinking.
Because
But
notably, they say that Evil Uno was taken to a hospital and Grayson went with him. So you had Hangman, Silver, and Reynolds as a
right,
trio with BCC battling.
yeah. So yep, that's immediately where my head went. Was okay, we're just trying to legitimize trios. We've got a three-way trios match happening right now. We got two trios in the back brawling it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as BCC and Dark Order get on the stage, though, Silver and Reynolds are pretty much eliminated from the equation right away.
Yep.
After a bunch of people brawling, it ends up with Hangman in the ring by himself,
Mm-hmm.
staring at BCC, who are like by the entrance ramp, and they're like, yeah, they want to go in and fight him, but they kind of stop themselves, and Hangman doesn't know why. And then we get the big AEW blunder
Yeah.
production of the night.
Yeah, they ruined the biggest moment of the show. Um, the Elite came to Hangman's aid. Hangman didn't know that that was why the Blackpool Combat Club backed down, but he had the Elite behind him. Crowd is going nuts
Go.
because we're both going nuts because we're like, oh shit, it's finally happening.
You have the elite
Hangman
chants.
and the Elite are finally back together. And before Hangman gets to even see or react, we cut to young Sheldon.
He gets to do like 80% of his turn, so he's about to realize it, and they cut it, so you don't get to see the actual reaction. They needed 2 more seconds.
Young Sheldon is very important, apparently.
Been a while though. The elite, the elite.
I know. That wasn't that chant coming out a little
Hmm.
bit, but but it was mostly just yeah, and then there was a lot of the elite, the elite.
So another thing that I just thought about. I mean, it annoyed me when it happened, but commentary wise, again, when Hangman was in the ring and he was looking down at he was looking at BCC who were standing alongside one ropes, and the elite were behind him. He didn't realize it. Commentary goes, "He's stuck in the middle." Like, no, this is not the story that's going to be told here.
No, yeah, he's not stuck in any middle. Yeah, his boys came to help him out.